We've had a Western shop in Denton since '57, right on the same corner that we're on, Bell and Oak Street, just to kind of pay homage to my granddad and his shop and everything that this shop has done for our family. I thought it was only right to name it Bell and Oak. You know, it just kind of made sense. My granddad had a Western shop, saddle shop, that started in 1957, and he was a custom saddle maker, so he had a leather shop. And then when I was born in '82, funny enough, he actually traded the doctor bill for a saddle. So we've always had a leatherworking shop inside the store, and you know, I would come back in the leather shop area and he would, you know, have piles of leather, you know, maybe around that he would tell me to, you know, put together or, you know, do this, do that. And then I took a break from it in high school and didn't really have much interest in it. But now I've come back to it and have, you know, been growing in my craft ever since. Instead of, you know, growing up riding horses, my parents bought me a dirt bike when I was 12. And we had some property to ride on. It was just like freedom for me, you know. I would get on my dirt bike in the summer and wouldn't come back until, you know, sundown. And so I got to the point to where I was racing dirt bikes, and I raced all the way up until I was 21, actually. And so I got out of motocross racing and then into graphic design and photography. And then in 2007, me and 4 guys decided to start a website. And in 2007, there wasn't a lot of action sports websites. It was all print. And so we were the first motocross online magazine. I was having to learn how to code. I was learning how to design for web. I was doing motion graphics, film, photography, editing, you know, you name it. I was doing all of that. Plus, on top of that, being a business owner. And it just got to the point where it was too stressful. I came back here one day during my break and made my dad a belt. And it was just so peaceful. There was no notifications, there was no email involved, there was no messages, you know, Skype, none of that. It was just, you know, me and the leather and the belt. It was just a surreal experience, and I wanted to take my knowledge of starting a brand and then put that into what is now Bell and Oak, and never turn back. So like as a designer, you're trying to make something, you're just clicking around, it's instant gratification, and that's where a lot of the society these days is headed. You know, it's a society that wants things now. I like to call it a microwave society because they want it in 30 seconds. And so for me, being in that world, it caused me to be very impatient, very anxious. It was hard for me to have conversations with people, and so I had to take a break from that, and leatherwork just was the complete opposite of all that. It was just, it was like a walk in the park, walk in the forest, you know, compared to that. As a creative person, I don't think you're ever satisfied. So for me, I'm definitely not a master at leathercraft by any means, but there's that goal that you're always striving for, it to be, you know, perfect or be better than your last, you know, project. And so that's just a never-ending battle with me, is to be as creative as I can. For me, Denton is home. You know, there's a lot of creative folks in Denton nowadays, and a lot of the folks are starting to graduate college and not move off. They're starting to stay here and start families here and things like that. So being around those types of folks really drive me each and every day to want to keep, you know, doing this. And it's just real inspiring to see the attention and the growth that Denton has got going on right now for a business like me who wants to be doing this until, I'm 80 years old, and hopefully pass the knowledge down to my kids and grandkids. My name is Clint Wilkinson, and I'm a leather crafter, and I own Bell & Oak in Denton, Texas.